So at McMaster, we have these themed communities that we call living learning communities, or LLCs. So LLCs are a fairly new concept that we've come up with that cover various interests that students may have. At McMaster, we have 11 different living learning communities, and they range all the way from health and wellness to women in leadership, and then back down to esports and gaming. So just kind of from that taster of a few of them, you can see that there's a wide variety of interests that students can get involved in their residence experience. So when students apply to residence, they can choose to apply to a living learning community, and in doing so, as a part of the application process, they indicate why they're interested in the living learning community, what it is they can learn from the living learning community, and most importantly, what they think they can contribute to the community as a whole. So through this, we can vet through these applications and really select students who we think will help to build a stronger community in residence, predominantly based around these interests that they'll share with their peers. So with living learning communities, students live in residence and have the same residence experience as all the other students, but a lot of their programming and a lot of their other supports are focused around these interests. So for example, the community advisors who are upper year students who live in residence will be selected based on their experience with this theme. Perhaps they might be from a faculty that's more relevant to this theme. Community development coordinators, like myself and my colleagues, we work throughout the year to plan programming that helps support students, but also helps to deliver some learning outside the classroom that's related to their theme too. So for example, this might mean we'll bring guest speakers into residence from the Hamilton area, even internationally once in a while. We might have students go on field trips or do some service learning in Hamilton to get connected with the McMaster community, but also with the broader Hamilton community. And of course, making sure that in all these experiences, we're doing things that are still fun and enjoyable for the students, but hopefully they're getting something valuable out of it as well. So with living learning communities, we know that anecdotally students have a great time in them, but also from the data we hear often that students have greater reports of academic success, greater reported social connections in residence, and really just an overall better residence experience. So we're really happy to be onboarding so many new living learning communities to offer more options to the students that are coming into residence. So my role in residence life is a community development coordinator. So I work with a team of 3 other community development coordinators, and the focus of our job is to put on programming throughout the year that helps support our residence curriculum. So with the scope of residence life, we understand that students are here to be students first, and they do a lot of learning inside the classroom all the time, but we want to make sure that we're developing them as students and supporting their education while they're outside the classroom. And we do that through a lot of the programming that we offer in residence. So some of this will be on a very system-wide level. We'll focus on programming that affects students in every single residence building. And usually these are focused around our educational priorities, things like building inclusive communities, or working on personal growth and health and wellness, and community engagement. So these are things that we understand that students should develop at some point during their residence experience, and will be doing so regardless what building they're in. So we try and touch points of students throughout their entire residence experience with all of these learning outcomes. As well, we'll work with our living learning communities that have their own set of learning outcomes, more personalized depending on the themes and kind of the strategic priorities of what the students in those communities need. So it'll vary a lot from community to community, but we plan really hard over the summer to make sure that we're developing programming that is both educational and skills-based, and really helps to supplement the learning that students have inside the classroom, outside the classroom, but ultimately makes it fun. At the end of the day, residence experience, as much as we focus on safety and security, is about students getting to know each other, meeting peers, and really adjusting to campus and university life, and really having a smooth first-year transition. So we want to make sure that students are feeling as though they're a part of a community, and we try and support that as much as we can.